And the moment of truth has arrived. The second and final half of the senior boys or over 16 finals in this Bermuda School Sports Federation knockout final. A scoreless first half between these two teams. And now it comes down to the final 35 minutes. Andrew, I wonder, could we see kicks from the penalty spot for a third time tonight?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past the way these two teams are going at each other. As you can see, it's very physical. There's a lot of flying tackles out there. Great control there by number 10, Daniels.
We get to see the Dandytown Hornets superstar very closely here because Dimitri Daniels was working on the far side in the first half. Now he's going to be directly in front of us, so we'll see exactly what sort of damage and penetration he can do as far as breaking down this strong Saltus defense. Saltus now trying to get something going up there. There's the big man himself.
And Daniels does well to shield off Pacheco, who is a running machine in the midfield for Saltus. That tough tackling center midfielder.
If I have to give the upper hand to a particular team from the first half, I would have to say that Saltus did that. They definitely controlled the tempo of the match, while in spurts we saw Cedarbridge get things going, even though Parsons was a tower of strength right in the center for Cedarbridge. Something is missing up front, and they need to be able to string passes together and get something going up front. They need players like number 14, Battersby, to get more in the mix. I don't think we called off that name that often in the first half, so we need to see more from Battersby.
Didn't really call off Carlington either. He's been a spectator up there for most of the game.
Carlington, was he on the field?
He was on the field. Number 17.
Okay, I thought he just came on. I don't recall seeing him up there in the first half. However, I stand to be corrected.
But Saltus was the better team in the first half. And they did, in fact, have the ball in the back of the net, but it was a disallowed goal.
It's going to be a throw-in for Cedarbridge on the far side. Once again, it's still scoreless. These players want to be at their best tonight to try and pick up a scholarship. Here's Cedarbridge looking for Daniels. I think it's going to be really hard for him to pull that one in. Throw in Saltus.
Williams plays it back to Lulo.
It's going to be a throw in to be taken by Arujo, Nicholas Arujo. Now Arujo's father is an outstanding powerboat racer. I don't think he's been racing here of late, but in his day in the C class, he had himself a whole lot of power.
Sporting must run in his family.
Yeah, sporting family, the Arujos. The throw very quickly taken.
Godfrey looking for Simons up there, but didn't quite find him. Cedarbridge cleared the danger.
Throw in for Saltus.
I just feel that Cedarbridge needs another attacking player. Someone with some fresh legs to come off the bench to maybe spark a little bit more attacking play.
Here's the throw. Once again, Cedarbridge find themselves in a defensive position. Here's your good friend. Oh, Pacheco. Good work there by Rochester. Laid off there by Collington. Back to Collington, but big number 2 for Saltus down there, Jalen Smith. Gives it up to Cedarbridge.
Carlington needs help up there.
Cedarbridge Burgess. Oh, whistle goes. Players are asking, what was the call? I'm baffled myself.
I think it's a Cedarbridge free kick going in.
For what? What was the call? I just don't know what the call is. I mean, I'm not on the field. I don't know if something was said. I can't see everything.
I think it was tugging.
Okay. It's a 3-man wall. And that doesn't appear to be 10 yards. And
I don't really think they need a 3-man wall.
From that distance?
From that distance. Maybe just one person staying on the ball, but there's Daniels, and he's wasted another opportunity. They keep trying this long shot. Maybe they should try a different approach. Try to drop one in the box. Try to get a header onto it.
Somebody's got to come up with the winner, or for the 3rd time tonight, we're going to see kicks from the penalty spot. Which indeed I think is thrilling, but I think that I'd like to see it settled. Somebody finding the back of the net.
And there's a short pass to Pacheco, and he does well to escape the 2-player challenge. Godfrey looking for a forward pass, trying to find Simons. Simons precious. And the goalkeeper almost made an error. Should have cleared for the touchline just now. He tried to kick it straight out.
Oh, look at that.
That's Evans, who's been lively. Force Simons.
Very courageous move by the goalkeeper, Jordan Casarano, to dive to the feet there. And here's Dimitri. Is that Cedarbridge Burgess? Oh, look at that. The whistle has to go for that. I want to ask you, have you noticed something about all the games tonight?
Well, it's looked like a hot potato out there to me, Mike. They've really been going at each other.
That's not what I was getting at. No cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm took out of it. Teams haven't really had time to settle down. The Barkley girls did string up a lot of passes. They looked a good technical side. A lot of other teams have been playing them more direct. And also it seems that teams that attack the northern field have had the better play.
Maybe because the lighting is better down there. I don't know. But what I was getting at is none of the officials have issued cards tonight. I think it's just something that they're just not going to do, because this is not like league action where you could suspend them. So the referee just tries to keep them calm and tell them to be sportsmen, play it in a sportsmanlike manner.
Carlington.
Yes.
Who does look lively at this half, and
held on to it too long there, Andrew. Oh, they regain possession. Oh, they give it up.
Try to force it through just now. He had better options.
Oh boy.
A slide tackle.
Yep. I knew the referee was going to have none of that.
A 2-footed challenge.
Yep. Anytime Studs is showing, she's not going to have any of that.
And that's a wonderful ball to Godfrey, who doesn't. His first touch wasn't the best. Falls to Burgess, but Pacheco cleans up. And no, he is not going to get across Pacheco like that. He is firm.
Cedarbridge must learn to calm down. He's getting, he's losing his temper. And I believe that number 9 down there for Saltus, which is Williams, is saying some things to him and is losing his temper. And twice down here you saw him, he lost control. There again, when he goes into a tackle with someone, he's losing control. And Williams is edging him on by saying certain things to him. And it's taking him off his game. Here's a free kick.
Bell with the cross. It's an excellent cross. But Bell should really be one in the box. He's one of the taller players on the field. And a good header of the ball. He should be in the box.
We're now in the 47th minute and still scoreless.
Williams runs over to take the corner for Saltus. And there's Lowenhart in their post, but Cedarbridge clears it. And it's out for Saltus throw in. Cedarbridge just pinning back in the half.
Can one of these teams come up with the winner? That is the question. And of course, you're watching all of the Lindo's knockout finals, BSSF knockout finals here on BSN. If you are going to be watching this channel constantly, you will see volleyball action, netball action, and several of these football or soccer finals, whichever you prefer.
Mike, I wonder how many of these Cedarbridge players are actually tired, because they did have a Christmas play last night, and I'm pretty sure it ended late. So, wonder how many are tired from there.
Do you think some of these players were in it? Are you saying that?
I would think so.
I know that when I was a senior in high school, I didn't want to be in any play. I would watch it, but I didn't want to be in. Nevertheless, it's a free kick for Saltus. Cedarbridge appear to be putting together a 4-man wall.
This is in a dangerous spot. Simons is looking lively in the box, making space. It's a light chip.
Oh.
They just needed a touch. That's all they needed. Everyone was onside. They beat the offside trap. And here comes Cedarbridge on the quick break. He's looking to switch the plate. And it's an excellent ball. And the flag stays down.
You realize just now the captain for Saltus, Ashton Bell, was the one that almost scored, but he was able to get back. He sprinted back into defense, and here comes Saltus. Oh, cut out nicely. That pass would have been able to get through. Something could have happened there. And
that's Bell again.
There's the skipper. He's up front. He's in defense.
He's had an excellent game. And what a wonderful ball.
No, that's too firm.
Can he get to it? Doesn't quite have the legs.
Notice the tempo is slowed up a bit here.
Yeah, some heavy legs, Mike, as I see a Cedarbridge sub warming up.
So they're going to bring on Sanjay Dill. No, excuse me, Darren Usher. That name we called off frequently in a previous match. Must be a brother or relative of his. Let's see who's coming off. As Usher comes onto the field.
And there's Carlington going off.
Yep, Jody.
I think there's a spelling error in here. I think his name is Cody.
Okay.
And he's a St. George's coach player.
I'll accept that. You'll get no argument from me. Throw in for Saltus. Quickly taken there by Arujo. Goal kick. referee's assistant. Well, we're drifting ever so close to kicks from the penalty spot once again. 51 minutes down and still scoreless.
I'm just looking down at the touchline, and both coaches have this unsure look on their face. Excellent by Williams, who plays it out in the end, but it was a good attempt, flipped it over his head.
You realize also, Andrew, there has been no scoreless match thus far that we've broadcast, and I would not be happy to see that the grand finale finishes without a goal and has to go to kicks from the penalty spot.
That happens sometimes in a final, especially one with expectations like this one. Real cagey out there.
Somebody must be really hyped and eager to show their skill and talent and put the ball in the back of the net.
I think everyone's just afraid to make a mistake.
Oh, it's headed forward there by Wolf.
And
Shako, oh. And look who it is again. Look who it is again.
it's Burgess.
Caldre, and this is the second time he's been spoken to. Every time he goes into a tackle,
He needs before he finds himself in.
the Shako is trying to indicate to the referee that this guy is coming after me, and you know.
Oh, what I think it is, I think Pacheco is just getting the better of him, and he's getting frustrated and giving up the unnecessary foul.
Oh, however you look at it, it's still Burgess who's getting the talking to from the referee. So in her interpretation, she's saying that Burgess is out of control.
All right, Trey, get up there.
Over here near the touchline, it's Nigel Williams. Now Pacheco.
To Godfrey. He skips cross one, plays it back in the middle, and it's Pacheco. Lovely pass.
But right into a maze of Cedarbridge players. Wolf. Now let's see what happens here. Burgess was awarded the free kick that time. Actually, it's against him.
There's a Saltus story there. Yes, Pacheco was all over his man's back just now.
And it's Fitzko out there.
And Godfrey don't seem to have the legs.
Parsons will just shield it into touch. 54 now down and scoreless. Burgess keeps it in play. Dimitri.
99, Dimitri.
Over here wide to Gibbons Douglas. Dimitri now inside to Wolf. Now Parsons.
Some lovely passes right here.
All good 1-2s. Can they finish though? Dimitri does well, but can he deliver and get the cross in? Parsons now overlapping, and Saltus come up with it.
Here comes Saltus. Godfrey's out wide looking for it, but they look for him too late. And here comes Cedarbridge again. Daniels skips across his man. And Pacheco gives up the foul. No, Cedarbridge have gotten nowhere trying to shoot from this distance. They really should try a cross in the box this time. As you see number 5, Parsons standing over it. It's got to be a good delivery. And it's a shot, but the goalkeeper had it well watched. As they look for Simons, who's up there by himself, he brings it down. Pacheco. And Guffer's out there screaming for the ball. But there was a tug on Pacheco's shot, and Saltus has a free kick.
This is a dangerous position here. This is a very dangerous. Okay, they dressed it back a bit further. See who's going to take it here. Looks like the big number 11, Evans. Three-man wall.
Evans looks like he's going to have a strike. Taking that Roberto Carlos style run up straight onto it, and he drives it looking for the dip. Doesn't quite get it.
Looking more and more like kicks from the penalty spot. We haven't seen a real threat on goal for quite some time now.
Yeah, it's been a stalemate up to now. And Pacheco tries to spin around his opponent, but Cedarbridge wins it back. Now can they catch Saltus on the break? And it's Daniels who skips across his player and is still going. As Evans having trouble with him. Rochester. He passed in the middle looking for Burgess, but it was intercepted. That was Pacheco doing some more cleanup work.
The referee's assistant has indicated that it's a Saltus throw in.
And a Simon. And there's a foul.
Oh, he's frustrated there.
Will it be tonight's first card of the game? Of the day? That was a nasty challenge just now.
No cards, Andrew. Oh, is she reaching for her pocket? Yeah, you're right. And that goes against who? The first booking of the night. Number 9. Goes against Michael Simmons. Trying to figure out the logic of giving the card. Like, what's it going to do to him? He's not going to miss a match, is he? Mind you, 2 yellow cards can eject him from the match, but he's not going to miss a match.
Yeah, he's not going to miss a match, and with the little time that's left,
they can take him out though. One more foul like that, and he's ejected. Throw in, Saltus. Arujo.
Godfrey brings it down to Williams, who loses the ball, and Burgess looks for Daniels in the inside. Doesn't quite get off to him.
Wolf knocks it forward.
Rochester with the through ball, and it's cut out by Bow.
Just over 1 hour of play now, and still scoreless.
Simons. And he's through.
Oh,
His skip cross one is 1-on-1.
Wide.
He's brought down in the box. The referee has a look.
That's a rare breakaway that we've seen in this match. And it's just not meant to be.
The goalkeeper done excellent just now. He was quick off his line, cleared some down quick. Didn't give him too much space.
He cut the angle, and once he advanced, and you know, it made it real difficult there for Stephen Simons.
These two teams have really canceled each other out. Pacheco winning that ball.
Are they going to come alive for the last 10 minutes, these two teams?
And here's Daniels. Rochester. Back to Daniels, who's offside. The flag goes up. The pass was too heavy anyways. He would have never got to it.
It won't be long now. Stephen Simons could have settled it 2 minutes ago. Eight minutes remaining now unofficially.
Yeah, it was a late tackle just now.
On Simons. Free kick to Saltus.
There's Godfrey here lingering at the back. Wide open. Where they look for that back post cross. Bow has gone up in the box. It's falling to Bow. He brings it down on the chest, turns. It's still Bow. But Cedarbridge clears it.
Dribbled one step too many.
Here's Burgess. Two men in front of him. Passes out wide to Daniels. He gives it back to Burgess. Does an overlapping run. And that was an excellent tackle by Jalen Smith or Saltus.
Now Jalen Smith, is that the son of Wendell Smith? The great, yeah, I believe it is, because he's been down there and he hasn't moved, him and his wife, and I believe that's him. That's his son who attends Saltus, number 2, Wendell Smith, former St. George's Cup match captain, first player to reach 1,000 runs in Cup match.
Current St. David's cricket coach.
That's right.
And here comes Simons. He looks to skip cross, and he does. He has space. Kenny got to go crossover. There's a cross, but the goalkeeper calmly collects it. And Casarano has had a pretty easy day in goal, but Burgess has a long ball and it's given right to him. But there's Smith for the cleanup, and it comes off for Burgess.
Yes? Yeah, that's correct. I just asked Wendell if that was his son, and he's confirmed it. Center back for Saltus.
Godfrey on the outside.
We're now in the 65th minute, so unofficially 5 minutes remaining plus injury time. Here.
Can anyone
find for possession?
Can anyone find that all-important opening goal? Here's Cedarbridge. Daniels looking at Burgess. He sees him. Opts not to give it to him right away. Comes to Burgess now. He has the quick feet. Goes across the opponent. Looks to Slippy and Usher, but Usher didn't read it. Pacheco. Caught on possession there by number 9 Simmons. Shaker. Back to Arujo. He just clears the ball. And here's Burgess. Gives it to Daniels. Simmons. To Burgess. He flicks it over top. Wonderful ball to Daniels. And some wonderful defending by Saltus. Burgess is looking lively on the left flank. The link-up play between him and Daniels has been dangerous to Saltus, but they have yet to find that all-important first goal. Here's Douglas with the throw. Simmons trying to switch the play. That's Wade with the miscontrol.
Forward Wade, unable to control that one. It'll run long. Now in the 68th minute, so just over 2 minutes of regulation time remaining. We've had spurts of excitement. It remains scoreless.
I don't think it's been much off the ball running this game.
Not late in the second half. See some good individual efforts.
Like right there from Burgess, who puts it around his opponent and does a couple step overs. And that's Daniels fighting for the ball. And Simon. Can he get through here? And he back to Simons. Gets across him. He was held just now. Yes. Right decision there. He was held. And there's a free kick in a dangerous area. About 20 yards from goal.
In the 69th minute, what a time to come up with a winner. What do you say?
I would say so.
Something happen here.
They brought it back a little bit just now. It's about 22, 23 yards out. And here's just standing over the ball. Number 9, Williams looks like it. Good to take it quick. And it was right at good. That ball was moving just now. That ball swerved from left to right.
And the wall wasn't set. They could be thankful that the goalkeeper was paying attention there. And she really ripped into him.
That ball swerved from left to right just now, Mike. And Pacheco was fouled, clipped in the heels just now.
All credit to Jordan Casarano there, because his defense was unaware that the free kick was being taken, but the goalkeeper was on his P's and Q's and has kept the scoreline even.
Jordan, the BAA goalkeeper, playing for his school side, Cedarbridge, keeping them in the game. Saltus now has roughly five men in the box.
There's a sub as we see coming on for Cedarbridge Academy is Kevin Pacheco. Also coming off here.
Looks like Simons.
And coming on is Jordan Medeiros. Actually, he's coming back on.
Probably to put a little height in for this free kick deep into stoppage time. And it's up. And it fell right to him.
Just over 70 minutes, so we are in stoppage time. And it looks as if, sorry I put my mouth on it there in the first half, but it looks like it could be kicks from the penalty spot.
Yes, it does like it's going to be a stalemate than penalty kicks, but it's not over yet. Cedarbridge has a corner. And what a time to have a corner.
Oh, we're going to take the short one, but it was spotted. Here's the corner.
It's a good corner. It's up.
Oh.
Saltus with the good defending. They've been defending good all game. As he tries to get that ball back in the box. It bumbles around. And yes, it's another corner for Cedarbridge.
Oh, the pressure's on here. Going into our second minute of injury time.
As Cedarbridge presses forward to get more men in the box. Falls to Daniels.
That's the final whistle.
That's all she wrote. It's going to the kicks.
Again, for the third time in this 2012 Lindo's Bermuda School Sports Federation knockout finals. For the third time during a day-long festival of soccer, we will see kicks from the penalty spot for the third time. 2-1. And now, for the third time tonight, we go to kicks from the penalty spot. It's going to be Machai Battersby for Cedarbridge. Who scores? Andrew?
Well, the Saltus player is taking the next kick and he's walking up a little nervous. We're seeing that long, slow walk a lot today, and just about every time they miss the hill target.
It's number 9 there, Williams.
And the pressure is on Williams. And he buries it. And as you can hear, the Saltus crowd goes wild. So does the Saltus mascot.
Dimitri Daniels will step up to the plate now for Cedarbridge.
He should be used to the pressure, Mike. Everybody knows how nerve-wracking penalties can be, but he's a Dandy Tom player. They thrive off of pressure. Dimitri Daniels.
Up against Jordan Casarano. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
And what a goal that was. He got a bit lucky. Off the footwork. Bounced on and now bounced back into the roof of the net, and he looks up to the sky as a sigh of relief.
This is number 6, stepping up now for Saltus.
I have seen Jordan Casarano save penalties before, but he puts that in the pigeon. He gives him no chance at all. And Sammy the mascot goes crazy.
Darren Usher. No one has missed as yet, Andrew.
Yeah, it looks like they're adapting well to all this pressure. As you saw Wainwright say something to his Saltus teammate.
This is number 11.
Evans. Evans takes the long run up. And he hits it over. He hits it over. And I was just looking at some of the Saltus players. A lot of them have their shirts over their head, their hands on their hair, like they can't believe it.
Simmons now steps up to the plate for Cedarbridge. Mikal Simmons.
Well, he's wearing that number 9 jersey.
He can win it. All of his players embrace each other. They're hugging on the half line. It's up to Mikal Simmons.
Can Ture pull off a save? And he buries it. Puts it in the pigeon. We've seen some excellent penalties tonight.
They're now leading 4-2.
This is a must-score situation for Saltus. And I think it's the captain, Mike.
I would be able to tell. I can't see his left arm. Number 13.
Ashton Bell, he's had a good game. And he scores his penalty with ease, gears up and slots it in with ease and walks away like he lives for this type of moment.
So it's all on Parsons. It's now 4-3 to Cedarbridge.
Parsons had a good game down the back.
Oh, an outstanding night.
But he's a defender, and we've seen defenders choke on the penalty kicks. And it's Parsons. And he wins it for Cedarbridge. He wins it for Cedarbridge. And the crowd goes crazy. People waving shirts and jackets in the crowd, jumping all up and down. They're just as excited as the players.
This is one of those strange occurrences where, for the first half, Saltus dominated play. You saw sporadic raids by Cedarbridge. It ended up scoreless and came down to the wire. And Cedarbridge Academy pulled it out of the bag, 5-4, with kicks from the penalty spot. And what a night it was. And the most vocal fans were from Saltus. They've been silenced. But what a night indeed, Andrew.
Let's not forget about that offside goal.
Oh, that was, yeah, long time ago.
Check the replays for that one again, because I don't know.
But it has been a treat and a half watching all of these Lindo's Bermuda School Sports Federation knockout finals. And what I like what I'm seeing here, the sportsmanship of Saltus. Their heads are high. They played well. They just came up on the short end of the sticks during kicks from the penalty spot.
And Cedarbridge gets the double.
Cedarbridge gets a double today. Clearwater School gets a double. And Barkley also came good today, as well as West Pembroke. So what an eventful night. And that's about it here from the National Sports Center. Once again, we want to thank you for tuning in here on BSN for all of the finals. We applaud all of the participants tonight. We saw sportsmanship, we saw some rough tackling, but at the same time, spirited play. And it's all over now, except for the award presentation for this, the senior boys final.
on doing ribs early and stuff.